Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, the podcast for conscious parents, caregivers, and educators who believe tantrums aren't terrible. They are powerful opportunities for connection, growth, and learning during the first 5 years. You'll explore how to use intentional language to raise calm, confident, and deeply connected kids, because the way we talk to kids becomes how they see themselves and engage with the world. Hi, I'm your host, Cara Tyrrell, classroom teacher turned parent educator and teacher trainer. Are you ready to nurture your children's mind, body, and spirit? Welcome, Toddler Tribe. Let's transform the toddler years together. Welcome back, Toddler Tribe. It's a new year, and this is potentially the most special episode I've ever recorded. Today, I'm just filled with gratitude for you because this show has now been 3 years in the making. And I can't even quite believe I'm saying those words. 2.5, actually, it would be more than that, right? It'd be more like 3.5 years ago when I said to myself, I really feel like there's a missing piece to this passion I'm building, this mission I'm building, this community I'm building in the world of parenting and early education for little people. And one day I just heard a voice in my head that said, Cara, use your voice. And it clicked. All of a sudden, I knew a podcast was the next step to really connecting with you on a weekly and, in our crazy case, bi-weekly basis. And so I took a course and I got organized and I pre-recorded a whole bunch of episodes and I got going. And over the course of the last 3 years, here's what's happened. I have talked to you differently because I've evolved. And this is really the point. Transforming the toddler years means we are in transformation at all times. Where you are, when you first enter the toddler tribe is a very different place than where you're going to be in 6 months. In a year, and your kids are constantly in transformation mode as well. So I just wanted to spend this episode really celebrating that we have come so far. One of the transformations has been when I first started the show, I was speaking directly to pandemic parents raising the COVID generation during that time frame, right after we were opening back up. And being a toddler parent during that time was so challenging. Navigating home and world and all the big decisions that you had to make while also remembering that you're their first parent and that was silly. You're their first teacher because you are their parent is what I meant to say. Navigating all of that under all the stress and decision fatigue and actual bodily fatigue, while also remembering that your children were in early development phases and needed you to help focus on some of those skills that they were going to need when they were out in the real world. That's who I was talking to. I have a deep, abiding love, a passion for advocating for the COVID generation. And many years later, we're now seeing the ripple effects, and we're just starting to see the very challenging experiences that they are having now that they are in school. So the show moved through that phase of life because so did we. And then I started speaking to a slightly broader audience. Not just pandemic parents, but all caregivers, parents, early educators, anybody who has the honor of saying that they are a trusted and consistent adult in an infant, toddler, or preschooler's life. Because I realized you are all collectively their first teaching pod, if you will. And I really want that to land with you, because we each have very individual relationships with the littles in our life. And yes, the titles that go along with who we represent are different. But from their perspective, that's just not the case. They see every single one of you, mom, dad, auntie, uncle, godmother, godfather, grandparent, teacher, speech and language support person, doctor, whoever is in their sphere that is consistently showing up, consistently connecting, and consistently loving on them as they do the hard work of growing and developing. That's the tribe. That's their village from their perspective. So it was important that I started talking to all of you, because empowering you with perspective shifts and mindset shifts and the idea of what are the 4 C's of collaborative discipline and bringing you all together to be that collaborative team for that kiddo. That became the next level vision for me. And that was a fun year. Oh, that was so much fun. Eva, we got some new cover art, right? We grow and evolve into all of these new places. During that year, I was so honored to be given a book contract. Now, I've got to tell you, this 3-year mark is really important for a lot of reasons, but up above me on my wall, I'll throw a photo of it if I can, see if I'm that tech savvy, are 4 years of vision boards. And each one is kind of an evolution of the next, not surprisingly. And I have to tell you, my 3-year ago vision board, there's a picture of me holding a book, and I put a fake cover on the book that said the title I wanted it to be. And I posed for me with my new book, and I put it on my vision board 3 years ago. And here we are in January of 2026. And what is happening in April of 2026? My book is being released. I feel such joy around the idea of being able to take this voice that I've shared with you for years and put it into a physical format. It's called Talk to Them Early and Often, and it does what we often do here. It helps you see who your kids are, how they need you to show up. It teaches you the early language development that's happening in the brain, the science of it, and then exactly what to say to raise strong, confident, capable, resilient kids. The fact that all of this is happening at the same time, I do not believe is a coincidence or a mistake. This is 100% the path that I was meant to walk. And the parallel here between how you show up with goals and dreams for the kids in your life and how long you have to wait to see them come to fruition, or watching the little ones in your life struggle to achieve something and allowing them the struggle so that they can be patient and wait for that achievement. that delayed gratification built inside the personal development that's happening, the growth of the human being, that's me. That's exactly what I'm experiencing right now as well. So, Happy New Year. It is going to be, not surprisingly, a very different year here at the Transforming the Toddler Years podcast. The name is staying the same. We're not getting any new cover art this time, but here's what will happen. Over the course of January, February, March, and April, I am going to shift my focus to those deep linguistic conversations. And I'm actually going to take you from prologue to conclusion. Each episode over the first 4 months of the year are going to be a little excerpt from a chapter of the book, and I'll explore it with you in a little more detail. That's the plan. So, you could read the back cover of a book, and you'll get to do that at some point. And you can look at the highlights. You'll get to do that. You can read people's praise for the book. You'll definitely get to do that. But I'm going to guide you through the content, pieces of it. If I was to do the full book, it would be way too many hours and I think a little overwhelming. So I'm going to guide you through pieces and get you excited and have you trying them and have you seeing the results and feeling the results and watching those kids in your life really expand and grow because of the way you're changing your language. And then you can go get the book when it comes out on April 24th. It's available for pre-order now. So if everything I just said totally landed with you and you just want to hit the button now and get it done and know it's going to show up on the 24th, please do. But if you want to learn a little bit more, listen to me, learn as you go. Great. That works too. The goal is that you feel empowered and you feel ready to do a little bit of shifting with the way you talk to kids so that they listen differently, connect differently, compromise, and are willing to collaborate with you. All right, I am ready and so excited for 2026, and I hope you are too. So you know what to do, Toddler Tribe. Until our next episode, stay mindful and proactive, and I will see you there.